Alright, hey everyone, Warrawana here, and today I'm excited to give you my Monster Hunter Wilds beta impressions. First off, I played this on my PS5 console with the 120Hz mode on. Now who is this for? This game is targeted at the currently massive Monster Hunter World fanbase, which was so successful, selling over 20 million copies. Monster Hunter Wilds is a game where you are tasked with hunting and killing what seems at first like insurmountable enemies, with your choice of 14 different weapon types, assisted by an extremely helpful cat-like creature called a Palico, and together you are able to roam around massive open areas which are filled with practically complete ecosystems of animals and plants, from small herbivores to massive dragons, and these open areas truly feel alive more than any other game. So the gameplay loop goes as follows: accept quests, upgrade gear, get items stocked up by buying or crafting items, usually getting a nice meal in to buff the team, then travel to the area and begin tracking the monster. Once located, you begin the attack, and you can employ any strategy you want to take these down with a vast toolset available to you. The fights can be long, but this is just part of the Monster Hunter style. These are large creatures after all, and the game wants you to work to take them down. After defeating the foe, you are rewarded and you get to keep hunting, go back to town, or see what better weapons and armor you can make. This is the next generation of Monster Hunter. So, these are the major upgrades from Monster Hunter World to Wilds. A much larger scale of open areas and herds, ecosystems have seasons, co-op is seamless with up to 100 players in each lobby, questing is much more seamless, a much more dynamic map is available to us, and carrying 2 weapons now instead of just 1. Now let's just briefly touch on these changes. The second you jump out into the first open world, you can see the scale has amplified from Monster Hunter World, with the seasons vastly changing the environment as well as making the world feel even more alive than before. It is clear they wanted to lean into the MMO part of Monster Hunter World and do it much better this time around because the co-op is so seamless. Also, because of this scale, there is a full-time mount and you can sharpen your weapons while on the mount, an absolute game changer. Starting a quest now just requires you to simply attack and damage the monster enough for the quest to auto start, and ending a quest does not force you back into town, likely due to the increased map size and help with fluidity of the gameplay. Either way, great change. The map is just amazing. Look at the detail here. There is insane depth to this map, allowing you to plan ahead and make better decisions on where to go and what to do next. The ability to carry 2 weapons with you on hunts now is huge and will allow for even more diverse strategies. Cannot wait to see where this takes us. The most interesting part of Monster Hunter for me is the random encounters with multiple monsters at once as they each roam these open areas. Like we see here, I was trying to take down this monster when a dragon flew in and decided to attack it themselves. This can work in your favor, or you can end up fighting 2 monsters at once, requiring you to make decisions on the fly and finding out which things work and which do not. Now let's talk about the behemoth in the room, shall we? The performance. And not to mention the cardboard cutout enemies from people on PC. This is not a good look. Now, we tested the frame rate in combat and roaming the world on both platforms. Looking at the PS5 version, we can see quite clearly 60 FPS is quite the dream, in combat or out. Moving on to the PC version, here we have a capable PC running a 3080, holding just above 60 frames per second when roaming and holding around 60 when in combat. Okay, so this is a beta, and thankfully Capcom has come out and left a clarifying statement about how the full release build is already in a better state than this beta build. Final thoughts. The controls are amazing, there is a great narrative here, and the visuals are good on PS5. The ability to just lose yourself in back-to-back hunts now without returning to town is a game changer. If you haven't tried Monster Hunter Wilds, go try the beta. Also, Monster Hunter Wilds is a perfect opportunity for anyone new to the franchise to jump on in. If you're stuck around this long, we thank you for watching. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video.